Hello, crafty friends. My name is Robin. My channel name is Robin's Creations LLC, and I would like to welcome everyone to this evening's live. Whether you're in the live or watching the replay, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. On today, we will be creating an embroidery design designed by JuJu. Had to turn down my volume. The design for today is Designs by JuJu, and it is a sweet bow wall hanging, and I have the number one. There are two styles of the bow, one of which is like a thinner, petite, like shaped bow, and then the other one is a bit wider where you can actually add text onto the tails of the bow if you like. So that's what we will be embroidering on today. So let me say hello to all of my crafty friends. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining this evening. Hello, Shay Shay. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, Unbiased LLC. Welcome in. Hey, Queen. Yes, thanks, everyone. Thank you so much. Miss Lucille Boykins, hello, welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate everyone being here. And we will get started with today's design. Hello, DB. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I wanted to I wanted to let everyone know the design for today is Designs by JuJu, and it is in fact a wall hanger that it's the name of it is called Sweet Bow Wall Hanging, and I have number one. What I did was stitch it out on prior to today's live, just because I like to kind of get a feel of the item, and it's gorgeous. And if you haven't seen it on the thumbnail, I'm going to switch my view and introduce you to all the supplies. It's a lot of moving parts, so I'm going to get started. So let me change the remove me from the solo, and then I'll put my desk as the solo layout. Okay, yes. So here we have the Designs by JuJu Sweet Bow Wall Hanging number one, and this is what I have. And I chose like the bumblebee pattern, and it has a beautiful weaving pattern as well as a chain stitch. Look at that chain stitch. I thought that this was so gorgeous. And then on the back, we have almost like that envelope or pocket. It almost reminds me of like a pot holder. And I chose to, because I have all the cabinets behind me, I chose to do, always add a little twist. I wanted to do like the over cabinet wall hanger with this design. So let me introduce everyone to all the supplies that I'll be using. Hello, Picture Me Crafting. Hi, Miss Merlinda. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. So let me slide in my tray. And this wall hanger that I created already. This is the, there were like 8 different sizes. So the one that I chose was the 6x10 version. So as I slide in my tray, this is the pattern that will be the combination that we will be using this evening. So here are the fabrics that I chose. Then I have the Heat&Bond Lite, and I had to add the Heat&Bond Lite. It doesn't look like, it doesn't feel like no Heat&Bond Lite on here, but the Heat&Bond Lite had to have been added to something because, oh, you know what? The Heat&Bond Lite is on the bow portion because I'm using all cotton. So they asked if you could add the Heat&Bond Lite so that it'll stop the fraying. That's what I learned. So I did use the Heat&Bond Lite. Then I have one of, this is like the top portion, as well as some batting. Then to hold down as the machine kind of goes fast, and the pocket that's here on the back, I don't want the embroidery foot to get caught because, you know, the direction that it goes in. I have my pinking shears, as well as my double bend shears. And then I also have another tool that I use just in case if my material gets a little crimped, I can push it instead of using my fingers in the embroidery machine. And if I need to tack down things, I've been using the Elmer's glue. So and let me not forget the mesh in which they recommended was the no-show mesh stabilizer. So I've already hooped that. And last part will be the hoop size that I'll be using. I'll be using the 7.9 by 14 and 2 inches. So that is the hoop that we will be using on this evening. So let's go over to the craft bar. Hello, Nikki A. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hi, D. Smith. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate everyone being here. So let me get on over to the craft bar because this project is, you know, it has a lot of moving parts. So I'm going to go ahead and start stitching. So thanks everyone. I appreciate you being here. That's for sure. So let me change the view and I'm going to put it on the craft bar. So I'll exit the solo view here. How is everyone doing this evening? How is the weather? It's actually storming here, so I'm like, yikes. So we're going to go ahead to the craft bar and have the solo layout. And I'm going to move my way right on over there. I'm going to leave some of the supplies over here and take my tray. And I'm over here at the craft bar. Let me get my iPad just so that I can see as much as I can from the chat. Oh, okay. Good weather. Okay. Awesome. Awesome, Miss Berlinda. That's great. Wow. That is awesome. Yes, the weather was humid here. And then I guess that's why, you know, here comes these storms to try to cool it off a little bit. So here is my hoop. And my hoop is, again, the 7.9 by 14 by 2. So I'm going to go ahead and wake her up and turn her on. and get the hoop started. So I'll go ahead. And right now I have white thread. So the majority of it I can do the white thread, but I was almost tempted to go ahead and let me go ahead and change the thread to the lime green. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna rethread the machine using the lime green because I used white on the other one. So I think I want to use lime green for this project. So let me just rethread her real quick. So I'll just take my thread from the top, going through one, down, it's two. Now I'm in the tension, 3, 4, and there's a little lip in the back and a hook on the side, 7, and cut it in the back. And then, without anything in the way, press a foot down, and then the auto threader. So that looks good there. Everything looks good. So let me go ahead and add the hoop. And can everyone hear me okay? I should have asked that first. So we want to go ahead and add the hoop. Awesome. So I have the hoop and after getting the hoop, I'm going to move everything just a bit closer so I can see. Okay. So okay, so right here is a good position to have everything in, so that you can see the stitch out. And I can actually get around pretty well. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we are, okay, so it looks like I'm all situated and I have right now, I won't be able to show, but I do have my step-by-step instructions in my hand just to make sure. I always print them out just to make sure that I'm not missing anything. So the first thing I did, I already selected the design, already loaded it into my machine using my Janome USB drive, and the stabilizer is already hooped, and this is the no-show stabilizer that's already hooped. And then I will now go ahead and start by putting the presser foot down, and then I'll start the placement line for the batting. So we're going to go ahead and I've already did the checkpoints, the check. Okay, so we can go ahead and hit start. And then this is going to give me my placement for the batting. And of course, for the sake of time, I've already cut all of my items down to size just so that I can have, be ready for the live. Yes, so thanks everyone for coming in. Yes. Hi, Designs by Novard. Hi, Tianda. Welcome in. Hello. Hello, D. Smith. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate everyone being here. So now we have, and you can see like the lime green, that is for the placement of the batting. So the batting, and I hope I said that right the first time. So when you have the batting, and you have the placement stitch. This is letting you know, place it here and make sure it's fully covered. So I'm going to lift the presser foot and I'm going to slide the batting right on under here, making sure the left is just as good as the right. Then I got to have my handy dandy tool in my hand just in case. No fingers. And presser foot is down. So I'll go ahead and hit start. So now what it's doing is tacking down the batting. So we have it being tacked down. Okay, so that's looking really good. Okay, wow. So it's just about done with, hello, lady there, welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate everyone. And thank you to everyone helping me out in the chat, because from time to time I'm not going to be able to look over because I'm trying to make sure that the embroidery machine doesn't have any problems. Yes. So this is the second. I haven't touched the embroidery machine. It has 2 tack down stitches before I trim the batting. And when I say trim the batting, that means all the extra, the excess. So I may be able to do it while it's still in the hoop, and I can always remove it to trim it, because oftentimes it's easier if you remove it from the hoop. But I found that when I did the first design, it was okay when I trimmed it. So now I'm going to go ahead and trim the batting off of the hoop, being very careful not to cut my stitches. And I'm going to, let's see here, go ahead and trim. I'm just trimming the batting as close as I can to the stitches, but not trying to cut the stitches. So that is this portion, or this step of the design. So I'm just trimming away the extra, and I'll go ahead and go to the top and trim that as well. So I'm up there towards the top, and it's coming off rather nicely. Just to be careful to cut the batting and not the stitches. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this off the hoop, just so that I can be a little more precise, because I want it to be nice and get as much off as I can, like I said, without cutting my stitches. So I have that all nice, and let me just trim away. And this is going to be all hidden. So I'm going to go ahead, lift my presser foot back up, slide the hoop back under, re-hoop her, making sure that she is in fact locked. So that the next step will be for me to go ahead and, let me see here. We're going to, so now that we have the batting, everything all trimmed up, the tack down stitch, we're going to go ahead and put the top fabric on. So let me get that off of my tray, and that's on the other side. That's what I was showing just a little bit ago. So we'll put the piece of the decorative fabric on. And this is, okay, so this is the decorative piece. Put my presser foot down. And I will go ahead and start stitching. Okay, so that's looking rather nice. Okay, so it's going around like twice. And it's tacked down now. That's for sure. Awesome. Looking good. Oh, wow. That looks really nice. So now, okay, that looks really good. So now what I'll do, just like I did for the batting, I'm going to do the same thing or similar to, and remove all the extra fabric from the, I'm going to lift my presser foot up and remove the extra fabric. So I'll go ahead and remove it from the hoop as much as I can. And let me see here. Get my scissors. And I'll begin trimming. I'm a little out of frame. And I am to trim as close as I can possibly get without cutting the stitches. And I'll go ahead and trim it, and take your time. This is not a race. And I'll go ahead and trim the other side. And it's coming off really nice. So, and then I have 4 sides to cut, of course, and to make this wall hanger. Well, I'm going to say my cabinet hanger. Well, over the cabinet hanger. I'm using it for, my craft room. So I have all these cabinets in here. So I was like, why not put it on the cabinet? So I have that all trimmed up. It's looking pretty good. Then I'll go ahead and re-hooper back onto the embroidery machine and attach the hoop. Reattach the hoop. Okay, so the embroidery is hooped back. So now what it's going to do like the presser foot is down. So now that I've cut and did all the trimming, it's going to do like the quilting portion. And the quilting portion is going to be done, it's like a stitched quilt. So I'm going to go ahead and hit start, and it'll do its thing. Like it's doing like another tack down stitch just to make sure everything is secure before it starts the motif of the like give it that quilted look. I absolutely love that quilted look. So it's in here, I'm showing the one that I did already, and here if you can see the quilted pattern. and it's back here behind the bow. So instead of it being white, I chose the green, the lime green. So that's what it's doing. So let me take a look at the chat. Yes, thank you. Thanks, everyone. Hello, Jay Taylor. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yes, thank you. Hello, Karen. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh, thanks, ladies. Thank you for helping me keep up on the chat. I really appreciate everyone. I love this community. I absolutely love it. Because with the embroidery machine, I know since I started this journey, I watched so many uh, crafters in our community, and they always say, keep your eye on it, don't take your eye off. So I really appreciate everyone helping me with the chat because I get nervous because I don't want to have anything get messed up. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So has anyone tried this wall hanger designs by JuJu wall hanger or any of designs by JuJu products? Has anyone tried it? I know that my crafty friend, crafting on a dime with Shay Shay, she is, let me see here. I put it in my, let me see, get the correct name. Okay, crafting on a dime with Shay Shay is an affiliate for Designs by JuJu, and it's over in her description box. It is just like it says in the chat, crafting on the dime with Shay Shay, and she's an affiliate and has an affiliate link over in her description box if you wanted to purchase any designs by JuJu. And that will allow Shay Shay to be credited for any purchases that are purchased with that affiliate link. So if you choose to purchase, use her link. We really would appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, so it's still stitching out that motif. It looks beautiful. I love it. Yes, it looks really, really pretty. Wow. It's so much green and blue going on in this design. Oh, wow. Hello, Miss Linda Gray, uniquely done. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You love these colors. Thank you so much. Yes. So let me get it a little closer just to see if you can see the quilting. It's just a lot of green going on. Yeah, so it's looking really nice. I really love it. I really love it. I enjoyed this design, that's for sure. And just to be able to, hang it up. And it almost feels like with the envelope backing that's on the back, it almost feels like a pot holder. I tell you, it really does. It feels like a pot holder. Yes, okay. So it has like a little more of the motif, like the quilting pattern to do. And then um, after that, then we will do we will do the applique method. And it has one more side to do. So it is okay. It's looking good, looking good. So it's almost done. And once it beats, then I can lift it up and then raise the presser foot. And then I will go in with my fabric, which has the Heat&Bond. And when you see the Heat&Bond, you can see the shininess that's underneath. And it acts, you know, it was stated to apply the Heat&Bond Lite. So I'm going to go ahead and cover the wall hanger and put down my presser foot and start it back up so that it can stitch out the portion of the bow. Yes, so that bow is getting all stitched out. So it's turning out really nice. I really, really like it. So you can see the bow here. And I know after it gets to the top and do like the holes for the bow, then I would have to carefully take it back to my desk and kind of carefully cut around and cut the excess pieces out of the fabric, just so that you can see the background fabric as well as the bow fabric. So it is doing the placement stitch. So okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take this out of the hoop, and now carefully pull it out of the hoop, and then I'll go over to my desk and I can show you the desk again, as well as just take a little glance, because I have to be careful with this portion and carefully cut out. So it's like a lot of moving parts, but I love it. I love it because this has really, really given me the opportunity to, while I'm on my embroidery journey, it has given me the opportunity to learn a lot of things about quilting and embroidery, and I really appreciate it. The moving parts of this design, I like it. So I have no complaints. I just want to keep on trying and keep on trying. I'm enjoying it. So as you can see, I am in here. Let me get a good position and take my time and cut away all the extra pieces that aren't needed. So let me go ahead. Okay, get that. Okay. And just, cut it as close as you can without cutting the stitches. That's the object of the game when you're cutting out like the applique piece. You just cut it as close as you can without cutting the stitches. So that's it. So I'm going to carefully go around and just keep going around until we can get all the extra white off, and it'll just show the bow before it begin to do like the satin stitching. And we'll just go ahead and stay as close as you can without cutting the stitches. And I'll get this extra off. Then I'll just go up a little higher. And, you know, cut out even more. And you just have to, you know, take your time. Just be careful. Be careful. Do not, you know, it's not a race. It's in for me, I like to keep things enjoyable. So just, you know, slow and steady, slow and steady. And although I did it the other evening with the bumblebees, that does not make me an expert. I have to still take my time. Take my time. It's not a race. Okay. So I have one side done. So here's to the other side. So we're going to get that off. Hello, Stephanie Calloway. Welcome in. So we're going to go ahead and cut off the other side. And we're just going around the bow. Just stay as close as you possibly can without cutting the stitches. And just get up in there as close as you can. And I'm going to go ahead and cut off the excess just so I can get closer. And let me see, I'm in here. And I'm getting there. Almost done before I re-hoop her. And you don't unhoop the stabilizer or anything like that. You're just unhooping the hoop from the embroidery machine so that you can cut the extra fabric. So that's all I've done so far was unhoop the design from the embroidery machine. So I'll go ahead and get down here in the top of the bow. And you still want to get as close as you can to the stitches without cutting the stitches. And I know that I'm repeating myself, but this repetition helps me as well as me repeating it. I am new to this embroidery journey and I want to remind myself. So I just keep on repeating it. It was just like, okay. And then, you know, when you're on live and everything like that, things are a bit different. This is, you know, it's not easy. It's fun. Yes, it's fun. I love having my crafty friends with me because I have, you know, just started and I've learned a lot. And I know that my crafty friends, they help me out a great deal. So let me try to get up under the fabric. And this white fabric here is all cotton. However, this one was a bit tough. It was a heavy grade. I was like, oh wow. It was way heavier than those other fabrics that I had. So I was quite shocked. And I found the fabric on the clearance rack at Hobby Lobby, the white. And then the other ones, the other fabrics, the majority that I have are fat quarters. So this white was a remnant. So I'm almost there, almost there. So let me cut off as much of that white as I possibly can. And I'm going around and I'm getting there. slow and steady. Okay, so that looks pretty good. And I haven't put the iron on there or heated anything up. So if I needed to cut any more afterwards, I can do so. So I probably could get in here. I'm not sure, with a seam ripper, but these scissors are pretty sharp. That's for sure. So now I have this last portion, and then I'll just go around and around the design, the bow. Almost done, and then we'll be back at the embroidery machine before we know it. Yes, we will. Yes. So I am enjoying myself. Is anyone else crafting at this time? What are you working on? Are you working on finishing up an existing project or starting something new? I just just wanted to know, if you're doing a crafty project right now, what are you working on? Yes, I have some cards to make, and I'll work on those tomorrow. I have to send them out. And I found that I had, like, we had the 4th of July coming up this week, and I have some stamps for 4th of July, and I didn't realize it. And I said, I could have sent out 4th of July cards. Wow. This design is Designs by JuJu, and this is the name of it exactly is the Sweet Bow Wall Hanging One. So here you can see I got as close as I could. So now we can go back to the craft bar. So let's go back, and I'll remove this solo view and go back over to the craft bar and put it on the solo view. So yes, that looks good. So let's rehoop her. And I say go over too, like I'm that far away. I'm right here. So let me see. We're going to go ahead, and my machine had went to sleep. That's how long it took me. Oh my goodness. It seemed like in some spaces I could have gotten a little closer, but I do not want to cut my stitches. So I'm just going to go ahead. And now that I have it, I'm going to go ahead and restart the machine just so that it can begin to do the extra tack down stitch. And then it'll start doing that beautiful, beautiful chain stitch. So it's going to do a chain stitch around the bow. And I thought that stitch is, I've never seen it. I mean, it's new to me. Someone in the chat may have already seen that chain stitch, but I think that it's beautiful. I'm like, oh wow. So it's just, want to keep on going around and until it finishes up the chain stitch. So does anyone have any other questions at this time? As far as I can answer, or someone in the chat may be able to answer about this design. I purchased it off of the Designs by JuJu website. And there are various other designs, but I do want to ask anyone that if you purchase a new design, go over to Crafting on a Dime with Shay and get her affiliate link to where as though she will get credit for you purchasing that design, this design or any of the other ones. So I really love it. I purchased quite a few designs even before I knew that Shay had an affiliate link. I was like, oh, I love these designs. So I was like, oh wow. So now I just had to lift it up, lift the presser foot up, and I can see these extra stitches. So now that is not stitching, I'm going to cut away some of those little stitches and now put the presser foot back down, and now off to the chain stitch. So that is beautiful. That chain stitching is so unique. I love it. It's like I am quite shocked of what this embroidery machine can do. So having one, that's where I'm just shocked. So here is another look at the chain stitch. If you can see that stitching on the bow, and that is the chain stitch that'll be on the new over the cabinet wall hanger that I'll be creating. So that's what it's doing now, and it's going around and around until it gets all the way, around the bow. So let me look at the chat because I did ask her a question. So let me see here. Oh. Jay Tanner, thank you so much. She said, let me go over to my desk. Hold on. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Okay, I just want to keep my eye on it because I begin to listen to my embroidery machine, and if she is making some weird sounds, then I just like, I get quiet. I'm like, what is she doing? What is she doing? It was just like, okay, mama's right here. So let me see here. I'm going to go ahead and I can't remove myself because oh, okay. So now I can see it better. I don't want to remove myself because if I remove myself, I will be removing the sound. And I don't want to remove the sound. So we're having, looks like a storm right now. So, so let me go and read. Jay Tanner, my my girlfriend says, amazing work. I am the uncrafty friend that will continue to purchase the finished products. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, thank you. You may be uncrafty and but not really. Let me see, DB. Oh, thank you, DB. I really appreciate it. Oh, thank you. Yes, yes, yes. We really appreciate friends like Jay Tanner. Yes, we do. I love her. I love her. And she is a awesome baker. She makes some great desserts. Everything that you can imagine. So it pays off. I get some sweet treats. Yes. Hello, Lady G. Welcome Thank you so much for stopping by. Sorry if I already spoke. Thank you, D. Smith. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Aw. Shay Shay, what did you say? You're going to make me buy this one with my own code. I know that's right. I know that's right, Shay Shay. Oh, yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes. So I don't know why it's coming across a bit blurry, but let me go back to the solo. I know that we're having a storm, but there is no reason for this to look like that. So it should get a little better. I don't know why it's so fuzzy, but that is, how the technology works. A storm is about to come or it's happening now and things get a little fuzzy. So, oh, okay. So, right. Shay, where did I order the hanger? Yes, I ordered them from Amazing. Yes, Shay, I ordered them from Amazing. And these hangers are great to put in various other rooms of your home. You can hang a lot of things, right on the cabinets. And in the kitchen, you can hang the towels. So the one that you use the most. So they come in handy. The I have quite a few, and I even have paper towel ones. So they weren't. I don't think the black. I wanted gold, but I think the timing wasn't right because the black ones I already had in my home. So, but yes, from Amazing. Hello, Evelyn Warner. Welcome in from Orlando. Thank you so much. Hi, Miss Lucille Boykins. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know why it looks so rainy. Hopefully it'll clear up soon. So I'm hoping for the best. Hoping for the best. Yes. So thanks everyone. I really appreciate you being here. That's for sure. So it's almost finished with the beautiful chain stitch. So we're coming on the top of the bow, as you can see, and it's looking very nice, looking so cute. Yes, it is coming along really, really nice. I really like this. Mm-mm-mm. So we're oh, okay. So let me see if there were any other questions of anything else. Did anyone have any other questions? Let's see here. This design, I absolutely love it. Designs by JuJu have a lot of nice designs. Thank you, Shay. And me with two granddaughters, and they each one of them can take one. That's for sure. So yes. So okay. Oh, okay. So it has the two loops, the inside loops to do, and then it's done. Okay, I didn't realize it. So it looks like, oh, okay. So we're almost there. After it finishes the inner holes of the bow. It's pretty detailed Wow, Miss Evelyn Warner, you just got home from the birthday festivities in Palm Beaches. That is awesome. Awesome, awesome. Thank you. Yes, Juju strikes again. Yes, thank you so much. I really love this design. Designed by Juju. So we're coming up on the last hole, and then we'll move to the next step. So I'm going to go ahead and bring my fabric over. So I do want to show you how I have my fabric laid out. And this is how my mind works, just to be able to, get ready for the live. Prior to the live, I like to get ready. So I just kind of place everything on my craft bar just so that I can see how, it needs to be laid out. It helps me. It helps me because, I'm new to this. I am new. So a part of, being prepared, because you don't want to waste anyone's time. Time is precious. So let me go ahead and put this back close. And I'll pull over the fabric pieces. And we're not ready for the tabs yet, but I will bring over the fabric pieces kind of close to how I have it laid out on the side. So we'll go ahead and place the first piece. And let me raise this presser foot up. And what I'm doing, you can't see me, but I'm moving the fabric from off of my paper because I need to see and get this right, because I was a little off last night. I was like, with laying these pieces. And these are the coordinating trim pieces that goes on the left, right, top, and bottom of the design. So what I'll do first is lay down. Let me see here. So I'm supposed to line it up with that side down. Okay, so okay. So I'll put the presser foot down, and where is my little tool here, just in case things get out of hand. And I'll let that go ahead and tack it down. And I do believe it's going to do it one more time before I flip it over. Hopefully I'm right, because I believe it does like that outline. Okay, and then once it stops, then I flip it over. So I'll just go ahead and move it outward. And here you're kind of pressing it. You are pressing your fabric. And my fabric was pressed prior to the live, of course. And you'll go ahead . Awesome. Okay. So then I'll go ahead on the opposite side, lift my presser foot, and then I'll place the other piece on the opposite side. And then I'll go ahead, and now that that is laid down, then I'll put the presser foot back down, hit start. Okay, and then I'll lift my presser foot again. So one of them is the outline and then the other one's the tack down, but I kind of know which way it's going, so it's getting two. So it's telling me, you know, where to place it, then I'm supposed to place it and then let it tack it down. So that's why I'm getting 2 stitches. So I'm supposed to let it show me, then lay it, and then flip it. So it did the 2. So once it tells me to raise my presser foot, then I'll flip it. And let me see here. I'll go ahead and flip it and also kind of press it with my tool, my makeshift hand. I'll go ahead and press it, put the presser foot back down, and hit start. Okay, so that's looking pretty good as well. Awesome. Okay, so it is letting me know which way to go. And lift my presser foot up. And then I will go ahead and let me make sure I have that right to make sure I'm turning my pages just to make sure that I'm on the right line. Okay. Oh, okay. Yes. Okay, so now we're on the top piece. And I'll go ahead and lay it right here on the stitches. So, okay, so it goes this way. Okay, so I was a little, okay, so yes. So I'll go ahead and let it tack down. Then it'll lift it up. Tell me to lift it up, and I'll lift it up, put it back down, let it do it one more time. Awesome. So now it's going to come on down at the bottom. So Robin did that totally wrong. So I missed it because I was so worried about the next. And instead of staying, hopefully I didn't miss it. Let me see. So No, I didn't miss it because I was getting ready to um, Rachel from Unbiased LLC taught me the neatest, well, told me about the a very important feature of my machine, and it was just that I hadn't gotten there yet. I just never had to go back on the stitches. So when she told me in my last live, I was like, oh my goodness. So let me finish this first. Let me because this is a little tricky when you get down to the bottom. So I don't want to miss the trick. Because last night I was kind of out of my stitches. Okay. So let me lift the presser foot up, and so I'm going to put the blue. I have the green. I'll put the blue, and then the opposite side, as you can see, I'll do. Okay. So I'll put the presser foot back down and tack those stitches down. Awesome. And that's one. Lift the presser foot up. Let me stay focused and lift it up, then put it back down, start it back before I flip. Okay, so one more time. And then the next step, once I lift it up, then I will flip the design. And then I'll press it out. Put my presser foot back down. And we will start stitching. Awesome. Okay, so we're almost done with the outer edge part. So I'm going to lift my presser foot. I'm going to go ahead and place it right here at the top stitching, making sure everything is covered. Put the presser foot back down and let it start again. Awesome. Then it stops. Press foot up, press foot down, start again. Awesome. And then the last one, I'll flip the material over, and this is how. Okay. Okay, so I'm flipping the fabric over, pressing it down. Okay, and shortly we'll be ready for the tabs. So we're getting there. We're getting there. So that turned out really nice. Okay. So it looks like we are done. Not done, but done with the portion of placing the pieces on the edge. So now what I'm going to do is raise the presser foot, and now it's ready for the tabs, and I'm going to let it do the placement stitch of the tabs. And I've already ironed my tabs and folded them. I just have to lay them down with some tape. So I'll let it stitch for the tabs, and it's just giving me placement. And I apologize, I haven't been over to the chat. I awesome. Okay, so this is showing me where the tabs need to be. And I'm going to lift up the presser foot, go over to the craft bar in the back, and I'm going to lay my tabs down. And I'm going to keep them low. So here is the stitch where it's showing me to lay the tabs that I created. And just to hold them in place, I want to get some of my painter's tape. And I'll cut the painter's tape and it can easily be removed. I just don't want anything to kick up or do anything like that. So press the foot back down, and then I will go ahead, okay, and tack that down. Okay, so it's going to go right on over to the other side and tack that down. Press the foot up, press the foot down, and I could have possibly given it a little more to bite on because it's really, really at the edge. So I'm just going to back it up ever so slightly. It's not going to make them uneven. It's still even. Okay, so the press the foot down, and then I'll start it to tack down the other side. Awesome. So it's looking rather nice. So, okay. So now that I'm looking back at my instructions, so now that it has, I did my tabs and I'm looking at my, still looking at my wall hanger and the tabs. So now that it's all tacked down, I can definitely remove the painter's tape. So I'm going to remove the painter's tape. Okay, I'm going to come on this side, and now I believe that I am ready for the fabric. And I folded this one in half. So I'll go ahead and make sure that it's covering the whole design. And then let me make sure I have that right. I'm looking at my instructions. Okay, so we're all these steps. Okay, looking good, looking good. So the folded piece is downward for the downward on the wall hanger, and then the other piece goes on top. So let me lift this presser foot out of the way, and then I have this, and then you want the closed portion down, and then turn the other piece on the opposite side. And then we're going to go ahead. Let me get my little spatula to keep my fingers out of the way. And we're coming to the end. We're almost done. We're almost done. We are almost there. So, okay. So now we can go ahead and start stitching again. I'm excited. This is something else. Yes. Okay. So let me see. We are down for the home stretch. Okay. So I did learn that with this portion, with that, the way the fabric goes and the way that my embroidery machine is, I probably should have went ahead and take that down, because I can pull it off, but I don't want the presser foot to get caught up under the envelope position if you're picking up what I'm putting down, simply because with that little pocket there, the embroidery foot can easily get stuck. So I put a little painter's tape there. It almost got stuck. Almost. And I remembered, this is the part. This is the part. So let's go ahead back over here to my desk. And we are going to pull this design. It is now finished. So if you stayed with me this long, hello, Miss Joy. Welcome in. If you have stayed in, stayed with me this long, thank you. So we are done with this, with the stitching. So now let's cut away the extra fabric. So we'll go ahead, pull the extra fabric out, and we'll go ahead to my desk and cut it. Let me pull the pinking shears off my tray. And I'm over here at my desk. I'm coming. Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate you being here. We are almost to the home stretch. Thank you. So let me move some and kind of get it not so crowded over here. Okay, awesome. So let me change the positioning of the screen. Okay, so we're going to change the view. Exit the solo view here. And I am going to add my desk back. And it looks like it's turned around, of course. Oh no, it's good. It's good. It's perfect, actually. Yes. If I didn't see anyone, if I didn't see you coming in, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. So now we can go ahead and let me move it to this side. And then I'll go over here and kind of like, I want you to see the unhooping. This is my largest hoop. And this is the 7.9 by 14.2. And then I can pull this out of the hoop. And it's still attached to the stabilizer. And that's the no-show. mesh stabilizer. Then I can move this big hoop out of the way, or my largest hoop out of the way, and I'll set that over at the craft bar. And I like to, let me see here. Let me remove the painter's tape. And I don't mind using the pinking shears for that decorative look. So I'm going to go ahead and let me see. And then I can go ahead and cut everything away. So we can cut all the excess material off. Okay. So you got to be careful because it's two sides. It's not just the one side. So I'll go ahead and cut around. And I apologize if I was blocking with my arm. And I'll go ahead and cut the top. Then we'll have one more side. Okay, we are getting there. Let me see here. Hello, Miss Becky. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let me see here. And then the last portion. Okay. We are almost, okay, almost done. So let me get all the rest of this fabric off. And then I can flip. Oh, let me since the top portion is a bit, let me straighten this up a little bit. It's going to be messy. And then to cut off the blunt edges just so that when I tuck it, it won't have a problem. So okay, so let me get all this extra. Ooh, I have some vacuuming to do tonight. So we'll take it and flip the rest of it. Thanks, everyone. I can see everyone saying how much they like the design. And this design, again, is Designs by JuJu. And it is, in fact, the Sweet Bow wall hanger. But if you know Robin by now, I like to think outside of the box. And what I've done is made it a over the cabinet hanger. So it's still Designs by JuJu Design. And I purchased this from her website. But if you go out and want to get one of her designs, please stop on by my crafty friend, Crafting on a Dime with Shay Shay. She's an affiliate with Designs by JuJu. Go over there and click, it's in her description box. Click on her affiliate link just so she'll get credit for the purchase and purchase one of Designs by JuJu Designs with Shay Shay's affiliate link. That would be awesome. We greatly appreciate that. Look at that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Look at this. Aww. And look at all the details. Look at all the detailing. Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. 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 I love it. I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow. I absolutely love it. This is awesome. I love my crafty community. Thanks, everyone. Thank y'all so, so much. Oh, thank you guys. I really appreciate everyone being here. Wow, this is really, really, this turns out so nice. So very nice. I have one, I have to make one more of these designs because this is wow. This is not it. This is just the beginning. Wow. Thank you. Oh, thanks everyone. Welcome in, Maker with Marilyn. Thank you so much for stopping by. And I apologize if I missed anyone. Please, please charge it to my head, not to my heart, because I was trying to keep my eye on the embroidery machine because you just never know. And I'm trying to remember steps. But I thank everyone for helping me out in the chat and keeping the chat moving along. Unbiased. Thank you, Queen. You are awesome. And thank you for the knowledge. You just dropped some great knowledge here with me. I had started on it, but I didn't finish. But she had suggested, hey, Robin, anytime you have a thread break or anything like that, go back, 10 stitches. And then I didn't see it. She asked me to go back to her question, and I did so. And in doing so, that feature is on my embroidery machine. However, I had not been there yet as far as going backwards and forward on stitches. So I had no idea. So when I purchased my embroidery machine from the sewing center, she always told me, keep this quick reference chart along with the manual close by the machine. But this quick reference chart, and right here are these jog keys. And right here is where Unbiased was. She put me through the test, and I've been working on these three areas here. And I want to be able to touch all of the areas of my machine because you don't know until you try it. And I'm loving this journey. I thank each and every one of you that are here and those who couldn't make it. Thank you so much for helping me along the way. This is I could not have gotten thus far without my crafty community, and I really appreciate you just dropping knowledge like every time and making designs so that I can practice. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate everyone. So let me go ahead, add the latest design to the hanger, and I'm going to change the view so that everyone can see me. Everyone can see me place this on the craft bar. So let's see. And since these tabs are all kind of hooked together, they're not where you can, let me see. The tabs aren't, I just saw a power surge. Hopefully I didn't lose anyone. So I don't know. So what I'm doing behind the scenes is lowering my let me hurry up because that thunder and lightning, I don't want to lose everyone right during this live. So let me see here. I'm just fixing the tripod in front. Okay. So this is almost the last portion. So let me go back to the craft bar. I apologize. I'm still okay. Good. You're still here. Awesome. I'm down at the bottom, but again, if I missed anyone, please charge it to my head, not my heart. It's just that I don't want to take, too much more of your time. I appreciate everyone being here thus far. So here on the craft bar, you can see how, yes, you can see how the wall hanger is now a cabinet drawer hanger. So what I'll do is take the sweet bow that's here, and I'll go ahead, open up the cabinet, and then the only thing I did was slide it on one, slide it around, and then I slid the second hook, the second loop on, and then I just slid it on and slide, and because it's not Velcro or anything like that, I'm just sliding it on. And look at that. She is ready to go. And when you on the back, it almost looks like a pot holder. You see that? It almost like this could be a pot holder. Can you imagine during the holidays or birthdays? This is beautiful. And then you just open up the cabinet and you can decorate your craft room, your kitchen, and all the rooms. You see that? I think that oh wow. I think that turned out so nice. Wow. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at that. Wow, wow, wow. Yes. I absolutely love it. Oh my goodness. Wow. So, wow. I am tickled. I am so tickled. I really am. I love this design. So, thank you. Wow. So I'm not going to let me change the view, and I'll exit the solo view here, and then I'll come back to me. Okay, here we go. Yes. There I go. So, and you know what? Let me just take and remove the craft bar, and then I like this view. So yes, I like this view better. Yes. So yes, if I missed anyone, welcome in, welcome in. Thanks everyone for helping me stay up with the chat. If I didn't get a chance to speak to you individually, please charge it to my head, not my heart. My head had to stay on that embroidery machine simply because, you don't want to mess up your design and get as many needle breaks as Robin's creation or bird nests. I don't know if I caused them. I have no idea. But in learning, I have been learning, and I I appreciate everyone. So here are the two designs. Thank you, Miss Joy. Thank you. Hi, hi, Donzel. Yeah. So thanks everyone. I'm not going to, take up any more of your evening. I appreciate you being here. So whether you're here in the live, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Even if you're watching the replay, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Please like, comment, tell a friend. And until next time, bloom where you are planted. Bye. Thanks, everyone. Good night. Oh, thank you, unbiased. Thank you. Oh, thank you guys. Wow, 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 wow. You guys. Oh.